Gene-edited beef cattle get regulatory clearance in the United States. U.S. Regulatory Commission on Monday cleared the way for the sale of beef from gene-edited cattle in coming years after the Food and Drug Administration concluded the animals did not raise any safety concerns. The cattle by recombinetics are the third genetically altered animals given the green light for human consumption in the U.S. after salmon and pigs. Many other foods already are made with genetically modified ingredients from crops like soybeans and corn. The cattle reviewed by FDA had genes altered with a technology called CRISPR to have short, slick coats that let them more easily withstand hot weather. Cattle that are not stressed by heat might pack on weight more easily, making for more efficient meat production. The company did not say when home cooks or restaurants might be able to buy the beef, but the FDA said it could reach the market as early as in 2 years. Unlike the salmon and pigs, the cattle did not have to go through a years-long approval process. The FDA said the cattle were exempt from that because their genetic makeup is similar to other existing cattle, and the trait can be found naturally in some breeds. Dr. Stephen Solomon, director of FDA's Center for Veterinary Medicine, said the agency's review of recombinetics cattle took several months. He said there's no reason meat from the animals or their offspring would need to be labeled differently. Salmon said a genetically altered animal marketed as having a special advantage, such as higher than normal ability to withstand heat, might need to go through a full approval process. Not salmon, it's Solomon. Now, he said this opens up a completely different path. He said, noting the decision could encourage for other biotech companies, many of which are small startups. The gene editing trait at the recombinetics cattle can be passed down to semen and embryo. From them could be used to produce offspring with the same shorter coats. The trait will make beef production more sustainable and to improve animal welfare in warmer climates, Recombinetics said in a statement without providing further details. Greg Jaff, who specializes in biotechnology at the Center for Science in the Public Interest, said the FDA's announcement made clear it was not exempting all gene editing animals from the longer approved process. Jeff said they reinforced the idea that this is a case-by-case review. He said the agency should be more transparent about the review process so people know what's in the works. That could lead to a better public acceptance and minimize any potential economic disruption from global trade, since other countries might consider the animals genetically modified food that need to be labeled, he said. J.D. Hansen for Center of Food Safety of the agency should keep track of the animals for several generations to ensure that there aren't any unintended issues. The genetically modified pig is intended mainly for medical purposes and not meat, according to the company that developed it. The firm recently provided a pig heart that was transplanted into a dying man in an experimental surgery. The company behind the modified salmon said the fish are being sold to distributors in the Midwest and Northeast. Alison Van Eenenem, an animal geneticist at the University of California, Davis, who has worked with recombinetics, said requiring all companies to go through the lengthy approval process could end the possibility of commercializing gene editing animals in the U.S. For the gene-edited cattle, cleared by the FDA, she said it could take about 2 years for the beef from the offspring to reach the market. Once the semen is used to create embryos, she said gestation would take about 9 months, and the resulting calves might be slaughtered after about 10 months. She noted the market is not limited to the U.S., given the way cattle are bred. And she said, let's face it, bull semen goes all over the world. And this is on phys.org by Candace Choi. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.